right, what's up, y'all? Knockouts on the Run with another Monday night video. It is an AFC special. If you are a fan of an AFC team, then it is a 25% chance that your team is playing tonight. We have 2 games, so there's 4 teams, and they're all in the AFC. We have the Dolphins versus the Jets, and then we have the Broncos versus the Bengals. That's 4 AFC teams. There's only 16 of them. So if you're a fan of an AFC team, there's 25% chance that you are watching your team play on primetime Monday Night Football. I'm going to give you one bold take. He's going to give you one bold take. And then we are each going to give you a score prediction on how these games are going to go. So, Seb, hit us with your bold take.
All right. I'm covering the Jets and my Dolphins game. EJ will give you the Broncos and Cincinnati game. So, with my Jets...
Lucky me. Take us away.
Yeah, I know. This game isn't
2-0-3 teams.
This game isn't too exciting, but I made a case for it. So, my bold prediction is going to be Breece Hall over 60 rush yards. Breece Hall, as you guys know, he hasn't really been anywhere this year. So, the Miami Dolphins have allowed 145 opponent rushing yards per game this season. For the Dolphins, this ranks them among the higher allowed rushing yards teams in the league for the current season, allowing 145. So, going to the weeks. In week 1, the Dolphins allowed 71 to Jonathan Taylor in a blowout win.
Jonathan Taylor didn't play at all the second half.
That's what I was getting to. In a blowout win. They were winning the entire game by more than 20 points. In week 2, Ramondre, Mr. Put It on the Carpet, had 54.
Put it on the carpet.
Okay? He had 54.
Did you hear an announcer say that?
No.
Was there some Patriots announcer hating on him?
Yeah. They say Stevenson put it on the carpet again. Oh, here goes Stevenson on the carpet. So, yeah.
Put it or spill it? They say put it. Oh my god.
Put it on the carpet.
I like that.
All right. So, just to give a clarification on that, he had 54.
Use that at work.
Week 3, James Cook had 108. That should say enough right there.
And you need over 60 from
And I just need 60 from Breece Hall. In all 3 games, all these teams that played the Dolphins had 4 or more players on the rushing sheet. So there's 4 different players rushing the ball.
Out.
What?
That's because the Dolphins are getting blown out. So they're giving up rushing yards.
They are ranked 28th in rushing yards allowed per game. The Titans, Giants, Ravens, and ironically, I was shocked by this, but the Bills are last in rush yards allowed per game. What's sad is they have no injuries on the defensive front. They simply just suck. Bradley Chubb, Jordan Brooks, Terrell Dodson, Jalen Phillips, yet they still just suck.
Dude,
as a whole. Yeah. That defensive front should be good. I mean, they spent a lot of money on that defensive front. Let's not, get that twisted. In Breece Hall's career, his career averages against the Dolphins are 191 yards on 43 carries and 2 touchdowns over 4 games, with a specific average of 57 yards in his last game against his team. Breece Hall, he's going to get 60. If you don't feel confident enough, 50's a guaranteed. This Miami team sucks.
I like what you just
Purely just abomination of a franchise. They just suck. Okay? They've owned the Patriots the last few years, so I have a right to talk because we just own them. But they suck.
I don't know about owning them, but you did beat them. Go on.
I don't care what you said. My score prediction for this game is going to be the Jets win this game 41 to 32.
Holy smokes.
Guys.
41?
Guys, these Dolphins are not a good football team. They had a players-only meeting after week 1. That is not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
You don't do that in week 1. You do that possibly after week 10 or week 12. But week 1, just pack your bags. Just book your January vacations. It's over. It's done. Mike McDaniel said in his preseason interview, 1 day closer to death. And this was before week 1 even kicked off. So Mike McDaniel already knew that this team is toast, is cooked.
How about Tua sucking on Josh Allen, bro?
Yeah.
And hopping all over his meat.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like, he can do a lot of things I can't do. What are you talking about, Tua? You're about to play this man on Thursday Night Football, and he's a division rival of you. It's just like, hop off, bro.
So the reason why I have the score being so low is both these teams...
So low?
I mean, so high. Sorry, so
I was
high.
about to say
Both
31-42.
Both these defenses are giving up major points. Jets allowed 31 points a game. Miami have allowed 97 points through the first 3 weeks of this season.
That's insane.
They have also only scored 56 points through week 3. Shout out to EJ sending me that clip. Miami allows 32.3 points a game, the worst in the NFL. Now let's look at more of this matchup as a whole. Waddle's questionable. Hill has to go against Sauce Gardner, which Sauce has not been good in the last year of the NFL. He just, ever since his Buffalo Wild Wings commercial has gone viral, he's just sucked.
Is it Buffalo Wild Wings or is it Wingstop?
It's Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's why. He needs to be on Wingstop.
So now in the past years, Jets were known to not switch corners, and with Sauce playing on the left side of the field, Brandon Stevens is going to be on the right, and if Jalen does play, he's going to either be mashed up with Tyreek or Jalen Waddle. That's barbecue chicken all day because Brandon Stevens is shit. Sorry for my language. And then you have Tony Adams. Tony Adams, I don't believe in him. He's not a good defensive back. And him and Sauce are both questionable for this game. Let's be real, guys. The Jets have won. They would have won last week in Tampa if they had Justin Fields. The Bucs did not play good. Not to mention they had, like I said, a backup quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. Jets have momentum from the performance last week. Miami went into Buffalo playing the best we will see them play this season and still lost. It's over for the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek, and also the GM are out of there. It's unfortunate for Mr. McDaniel.
So does Mike McDaniel get fired on Tuesday?
He's just collateral damage. I think if Miami goes to 0-5, he's gone.
So you think they give him one more week?
Yeah, I think they give him one more week.
Because, dude, losing to the Jets and starting 0-4, that's bad.
Now, one more thing before I wrap it up here. Tua is actually 6-0 versus the New York Jets. That ends on Monday night.
Okay. That's pretty bold. Bold.
I'm taking the Jets, and the Miami Dolphins are probably not worse than the Saints, but they're gonna have a top 3 pick this year. And guess who they're picking? A quarterback.
Yeah, I know a couple Dolphins fans, and they tell me, "Man, I'm just excited for the draft." And I'm like, "Yeah, y'all need a top 5 quarterback." I'm like, "You guys need to get offensive lineman." He goes, "No, we need a quarterback."
They pick Quinn Ewers from Texas, and they also
backup.
They also have Zach Wilson too.
Oh gosh, well they're just ready for Tua to get hurt if that's the case. That's all there is. I hope it doesn't happen. At least I hope he doesn't get hurt. But getting benched, that's a lot better than getting hurt. If I'm being completely honest. All right, guys. Now we're going to go over to my Monday night game. I got the Broncos and the Bengals. This would be spicy, but Jake Browning is the quarterback for the Bengals. Last year,
my boy AJ said different. Jake Browning's going to go off. I don't know what he's talking about.
Jake Browning wasn't the quarterback when they played last year, was it?
I think so.
He was the quarterback in that Bengals, and yeah, I think you're right. So. Okay, you are. For some reason, I said he wasn't, but I think you're right. So last year, when these two teams played, you guys probably know.
Actually, no. Joe Burrow, because I remember T. Higgins and Marvin Mims went off that game.
Yeah, and it was Joe Burrow throwing T. Higgins the ball?
It was Joe Burrow,
okay.
Yeah. It was Joe Burrow.
So this might be an electric game because these are two young teams, and last time they played, it looked like, man, these two teams enjoy playing each other. The T. Higgins versus Marvin Mims, that was insane. But I'm just looking at it, and it just looks like the Broncos are going to win. So that's going to take you to my bold prediction. And my bold prediction is J.K. Dobbins anytime touchdown. Okay? I think this is a lock. I don't know if it's too bold, but he's going to score a touchdown in his 4th straight game. He scored a touchdown every single game this year. He is 100% the goal line running back for the Broncos. He has 8 red zone carries this year. That is 3rd in the league. He has a total of 3 rushing touchdowns, like I just mentioned, as he has scored in every single game this season. The Bengals, okay, so we just talked about how the running back has scored in every single game. Now let's talk about the defense that running back is playing. The Bengals have allowed a touchdown to the running back every single game this season. The opponent's running back has gotten in the end zone against the Bengals defense at least one time every single game this season. They've allowed a total of 4 touchdowns to the running backs in 3 games played this year. They've allowed 4 touchdowns in 3 games played this year. Okay? Week 1, the third-string running back for the Broncos got a touchdown. And then week 2, Bashal Tutin got a touchdown, his first career touchdown. Travis Etienne also got a touchdown. All right? And then last week, who did they play last week? I know that they gave up a touchdown. Okay. Jordan, yeah, I should know that because I have Jordan Mason in fantasy football. He scored 2 touchdowns. All right? Jordan Mason scored 2 touchdowns. I think J.K. Dobbins, who is third in red zone carries and is on a team that is favored to win, all right, should get a touchdown this week. To go along with that, the Bengals offense, all right, we're talking about the Bengals offense here, will not be putting drives together. So that means more opportunity for the Broncos offense and the Broncos running back, which is J.K. Dobbins once again. The Bengals offense had a 3-and-out on 80% of drives in the fourth quarter this season.
Oh, my God.
80% of the time in the fourth quarter, it's a 3-and-out. They're not even getting 1 first down. All right? The Broncos are going to have the lead, and they're going to be giving J.K. Dobbins the ball with the lead, and he's going to get in the end zone. Book it now. All right. You got anything to say about that? You be hating on J.K.
Who's what?
He's hating on him
just
because
super
I like
injury
him.
prone. He's just super injury prone. He gets hurt twice a year, unless he blows his ACL out the first week. I don't have much to say about that. I think that's a loss.
It's a solid pick.
I think it's a solid pick, but also
We both went with running backs.
Bengals are coming off a really bad loss. I think they're gonna play really it's gonna be improved. I don't know. Just kind of like how we think Atlanta versus Washington, with Atlanta coming off a really bad loss. Atlanta's going to go crazy.
I think Atlanta's going to play good. And Jane Daniels just got ruled out.
And Terry McLaurin as well.
Wow. I'm gonna put him on my bench.
So, yeah, you have Jaden Daniels starting too.
I know.
So, anyway.
I'm waiting for him to be ruled out so I can put him on the
Just so
IR
you guys
spot.
know, I always check his team every week because sometimes he needs a friendly reminder to set his lineup.
Thanks for the reminder when I lost to you 2 weeks ago. And
that's different.
-11.
That's different. I'm not going to give
Thanks
him
for
any.
that reminder.
I'm not going to give him any advice. He had 3 top-notch defenses on waiver wire, and he chose the Bears. You know what?
Now we got the Seahawks, who are ranked number 1. I can't believe they were available.
Yeah, number 1. Yeah, not for long. But anyways, no.
19 last night.
I think Jaden Daniels. I think J.K. Dobbins is gonna get into the end zone, but I think Cincinnati's gonna put up a hell of a game.
I think so too. Just because last year the game that happened, I think this team's gonna get up to be excited to play for the Broncos.
I don't even think Jake Brown is gonna have a good game. He's just gonna. His receivers are going to take care of everything for him.
So we're going to get to that. In my score prediction preview, I have the Broncos winning this game 24-17.
Wow.
The spread is 7.5, so I do think it's going to be a pretty close game.
Wow.
It all comes down to the matchups in this game, all right? The Broncos' defensive line is ranked 7th by Pro Football Focus. They have studs with Zach Allen, Jonathan Franklin Myers, DJ Jones, and Nick Pitino, all right? They know how to get after the quarterback. They have 3 different players with 14 quarterback pressures through the first 3 games of the season. 3 different players have pressured the quarterback 14 times.
That's unreal.
Through 3 games of the season, guys. That's insane. That's what?
That's not normal.
That's 30 plus another. That's 42 pressures. 42 pressures through 3 games of the season. That's insane. And when we talk about matchups, that defensive line is playing a Bengals offensive line who's ranked bottom 5 in the league. Yeah. All right? We know this is the case every year.
Maybe if
that's why Joe Burrow isn't playing.
Yeah, I was just about to say, maybe if they weren't ranked that low, Joe Burrow wouldn't have got turf toe.
Exactly. Your quarterback's banged up again, and it's because how doo-doo your offensive line is, man. That's all you really have to say about that.
Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback.
He is a top 5 quarterback.
He could even be argued for top 3.
He absolutely could be top 3. But this offensive line is so trash, and it's the same thing every year. And the Broncos have built around this defensive line. So I think that's a horrible matchup for the Bengals offense.
I picked Joe Burrow. He's in my IR.
So I'll give you this stat. The Bengals pass offense is successful on 46% of its pass plays when the QB is put under pressure. That's under half of the plays.
Jesus Christ.
All right? So if you have a bottom 5 league and the other team has 3 players that is getting the quarterback 14 times throughout the first 3 games, and you can convert on those plays, those type of plays, when the quarterback's under pressure on 46% of your plays, I don't think that's a recipe for success. Now, let's look at the strength of that Bengals offense. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They are the firepower of this offense. Yoshivash.
Yoshivash,
Yeah,
too.
he's a dog, too. Andre Yoshivash.
He's a 10 fantasy points a game lock, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
When one of them is hurt, yes.
So
he scores 10 points with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Jake Browning at quarterback.
Fuck. Who's their tight end? He used to be
Noah
on the
Fant?
Patriots. No.
Mike Gesicki?
Yeah, Mike Gesicki, bro. That ugly gritty. Mike Gesicki looks good for them, too.
Oh, yeah. But they also have Fant, dude. They have talent. So Jake Browning needs to
Chase
get it
Brown?
done. But Chase Brown is good. Chase Brown is good. But he's been trashed this year because this O-line is garbage, all right? Like I just said, the firepower is at the receiver position for the Bengals. Chase and Higgins. He likes Oshivas. But that doesn't matter because the Broncos have the 8th ranked pass defense.
That's a Super Bowl offense with Joe Burrow, bro. Just think about it.
I agree, but we don't have Joe Burrow. We have Jake Browning, and I don't know if it is Super Bowl offense with Joe Burrow because the offensive line. That's why I started with the Broncos defensive line and the Bengals offensive line. It's not good. And on top of that, all right, like I just said, 8th ranked defensive backfield for the Broncos who are going to be covering Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Pat Surtain, arguably the best defensive back in the league. I don't think so, but a lot of people do. Riley Moss, he's a stud. All right, I love me some white boy cornerbacks. Hufanga
yeah, we know.
at safety. Oh, I love me some white boy quarterbacks. I should be wearing my Cooper DeJean jersey, but I wore it last episode, so I thought I'd switch it up and show some love to the running backs. And we got 2 running backs in our bold predictions.
I can't believe
it's meant to be.
I can't believe I try to see the back, but the number's right there.
You knew it was Barkley. Come on, man.
My bad.
I only rotate between 3 jerseys right now: Barkley, Hurts, and Cooper DeJean.
Why not AJ Brown, man?
I don't have AJ Brown. That's my brother's.
My bad.
Those are the only 3 players I got that are on the current roster.
We gotta set up a heist to steal that.
We'll see how good he plays.
I'm your inside man.
Either way, this offense is going to need time for. It's going to be an inside job.
Hell yeah.
Where's my jersey? This offense is going to need time for the receivers to get open, and they won't have it because of how poorly the Cincinnati offensive line has been playing and of how great the Broncos defensive line has been getting after the quarterback. This is a matchup nightmare for the Bengals. I think the Broncos are strong in every spot that the Bengals are weak. In every spot that the Bengals are strong, the Broncos have something to combat
Who's
it.
at home this game?
It's in the... I think it's in Denver. Hold on 1 second. It is. It's in Denver.
It's in Denver?
It's in Denver because they have covered 8 of the last 9 money line games at home. They have won 8 of... Denver has won 8 of the last 9 games
Broncos... I mean, the Bengals will drop to 2-2. Okay. They started off 2-0 for the first time in 4 years, and now they're just...
They lost to the... Did they start off 2-0? Yeah, they beat the Browns and they beat the Jags. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, that concludes week 4. Running back, we're using good juju here. We both have running backs.
Brees wears 26, right?
20.
20. Right.
So,
I'm tripping.
Whoa, wait. Last Dance game score 26-20. Brees wears 20. You got 26 on.
Oh, snap. You heard it here first.
Hey, man. I think this hits.
I think so, too.
We'll see y'all week 5, and the NFL is flying by, man.
Book it.